Hey there, thanks for clicking on the link, and I hope you have a great day. I just wanted to sort of introduce this video in this series. It's going to be a real estate 101 session. It's something I've known I'm going to have to create for a while. I really wanted to create a course that's just given away for free. I know a lot of people out here on YouTube try to create courses and get you to buy them for 99 or 199 or whatever it is. And I don't really think that's what YouTube's for. So I'm spending time putting together a course for a 101 session. Likely we'll create a 201 and 301 as time goes by. These obviously aren't very easy to create and be succinct, but I'm going to give it a shot. So first and foremost, do me a favor, you're clicking on this, hit the subscription button. I'll be uploading what I'm calling chapters or sections as I create them. I envision this 101 session having 6 sessions or 6 chapters sort of post this introduction. So you want to be make sure you're subscribed so you get those when they come through. Not to mention all the other videos, the real talks, the deals, and things of that nature that we're doing. If you like what we're doing here, hit the like button. It does help. It shows the content I'm creating is useful to you. And as always, a big favor would be to comment, ask questions on the content, make suggestions on things that I've missed. Because again, this is being created by an individual with some experience, but maybe I'm missing the boat. Maybe I'm not hitting the things that are important to you. So do me a favor and let's create an interaction and see where we can take this together. So in this case, in this session, I wanted to be clear on sort of who I'm aiming and thinking about when I built this, just so we can make sure we're on the right mark. Obviously, I went through the 15-year journey as a full-time employee. So I want to make sure that it's clear that all my experience comes from that realm. So that's what I'll be sort of thinking about and pulling together when I create the content. I think it's important to understand that one of my tenets or beliefs is that being cash rich and asset poor, also known as crap, is not a way to financial freedom, not a way to be financially structured in a way that that is comfortable. I think you need to have interest in real estate investing and not just a casual fancy that bounces around from crypto to pot stocks to depressed Netflix and Amazon stocks. You really got to be committed to this because real estate's not a 6-month, not a 1-year thing. You have to let time help you. It's not like a stock or a bond or something like that. Again, back to the experience and who's really talking to you. I was a buy and hold investor. Only started flipping here in the last 6 months now that I'm retired. So again, this course is being built around being a landlord, right? Buy and hold and things of that nature. I think you have to have not only a desire but be committed to buying something in the next year. I think that's important when you sort of see what I'm laying out for you. It's going to be action oriented. It's going to be okay, time to do something, right? So it's going to be important. Again, the course is going to be 100% free. There's no upsell along the way, nothing to buy. I'm not selling anything, so you don't have to wait for the gotcha. It's not coming. I imagine when we put all these videos together, this and the 6 chapters, I anticipate it being over 2 hours of content. Originally, I thought about doing it as one long video, but I realized that nobody's going to click on one video and watch for 2 hours, and thus you're going to miss, probably chapters 2 through 6. So I'll be recording them in individual chapters so you can watch them, and they'll probably be, I don't know, 10 to 12 minutes each instead of 2 hours. Again, we're going to record section by section. You'll see that we'll get into section, we'll sort of highlight it, we'll go through it, we'll talk about it, new knowledge checks, talk about real things. So it hopefully should be fun. I am going to ask you some questions, right? And pause the video, whatever you want to do, but sort of think about it. I'm anticipating at least 2 per section, but maybe some will be more beefy and we'll do more than 2. I'm always going to try to include real life examples. Both for me and other investors I have experience with, just so you can see, what others have done. And I do envision, I've already sort of sketched out on that long Taiwan flight, a 201 and 301 section, which will just build on this 101, but that's probably months down the line, frankly, but I do envision creating those and again, giving those away for free. So in this 101 section, we're going to talk about goal setting, sort of the 1, 3, 5 years. But as you're going to see, I do this differently than most. I have a unique way that I like to do it. So I'm just going to share it with you. We're actually going to go through, that goal setting that I did 15 years ago. It's probably not going to be exactly what I did 15 years ago, but I tried to sort of summarize where I was at and just share the good, bad, and the ugly with you, and we'll go from there. We're going to discuss getting your money right, down payments, conservative financing, reserves, all of that, right? Just these little blocking and tackling things that you need to do to be committed and move forward. Again, we're going to talk about the quality differences. This is, again, I've admitted it in past videos where I had made some mistakes as a full-time employee with not a lot of time. I inadvertently burned a lot of cash that I could have used to do other acquisitions. And when you do the math sort of points out that wasn't the best idea. Even though I felt good when I bought, a cheap property, it wasn't the right thing for my goals. And, it took self-reflection to figure that out. We're going to review market cycles. I think it's very clear that the real estate market has cycles. There's a quote I like that, the real estate has, 12-year cycles, but people have 10-year memories. I don't know if that's true, but I can tell you I've been through an entire cycle, and now I've started the second one as I think the market's rolling over. But again, it's important to understand that we've been investing throughout these cycles. You just need to change what you're doing, looking for things of that nature. We're going to review things that are important and that you can leverage on your journey, such as a 1031 exchange. These will be things that, when you make acquisitions, maybe at some point we'll be through another seller's market where prices are up. And, it's tough to buy anything like it was for us in 08. And maybe it's, time to understand if a 1031 is right for you, right? Because you're not going to sell your asset, you're going to exchange it. Maybe go from one house to 5-unit apartment or something of that nature. And then you're going to review other options. You're going to review refinance, payoff, exchange, and selling options. One of the things that I get a lot about questions about is, do you pay off your stuff or what do you do? So, and the answer is it really depends, right? When we were growing, the answer was no. We didn't pay anything off. We wanted the debt. But now that we're retired, we do have some that are free and clear, and they're out there just in case we need some extra cash or refi or whatever. So lots of things to talk about. So real quick, just one question in this first section. I want to make sure you understand what I mean when I say crap, or you hear me on any of my videos when I say crap. I'm not trying to be vulgar. I'm not trying to, swear or anything like that. I'm just trying to create an image, frankly, that startles people. And it causes them to step back, hence the capital letters, hence the periods. So again, it stands for cash rich, asset poor. So in the next section, you're going to need a blank piece of paper, so make sure you get that out. I'm going to be recording that next. So get a blank piece of paper out and a pen. That'd be greatly appreciated. So in the end, this is just the introduction. Get that piece of paper out if you're going to watch the next video, which I'm recording right away. And as always, hit the subscribe button so you get a notification when I record the next section, which will probably be in the next couple of days. Hit the like button and leave a comment if you think I'm missing anything in this 101 section. That would be greatly appreciated. All right, let's get on to the first chapter.